Here's a real quick video about reading challenges and what I've learned from my own reading challenges. So the past 6 years, I have been doing a reading challenge on Goodreads. And I set a book amount that I want to read for the year. Last couple of years, it's been 24 books a year. Before that, I set it at, 50 books or something like that. But it's been decreased down over the last 6 years to what I'm at now for the last 3 years, which is 24 books. So I want to read 2 books a month for the year because I want to be smarter. I want to learn new words, and I want to read more instead of watching TV or watching movies or anything like that. Reading is very good for you, as we know. It does ultimately make you more knowledgeable and smarter. But here is what I've learned from doing reading challenges over the last 6 years. I think it's 3 things. Okay, the first thing is that most things suck. Most books suck. Now, I don't mean that they actually objectively suck. I don't mean that I'm better than these authors, and I've never written a book. I don't know if I could. So they suck to me. It's not, I end up reading a high volume of books, and I realize that I haven't enjoyed many of them. I'm just trying to, do the reading challenge and read as much as I can. I read mostly fiction because fiction is more fascinating than reality. And so that's the first thing I learned. Most things suck. On Goodreads, you have a ranking from 1 star to 5 stars, 1 being you didn't like it, 5 being you loved it. Most of the things I read end up in the 2 or 3 star category, 3 being okay. But not a lot of things blow my mind. Maybe the only author that I've read that gets a consistent 5-star rating is a guy that rhymes with Cormac McCarthy. But the list is very short for 5-star reviews. So most things suck. They don't actually suck. They just suck to me. I end up not liking a lot of it, and a lot of it isn't memorable. Leading into the second point, the thing I've learned from doing reading challenges is I don't remember anything. I think that's a common phenomenon. I've been on Reddit, I've been on the internet trying to get ideas from other people, see if other people feel the same way about not remembering what they read. And I don't remember 95% of what I read. In my eyes, in one ear, out the other, whatever way you want to call it. I don't end up remembering the details even a couple of days after reading the book. You just remember kind of the general theme and some of the characters, unless it's a 5-star book and you remember that. And when you reread it, obviously you remember, but I forget most of what I read, which is kind of disappointing. But there was a quote somewhere that I read about we forget everything, but it's okay because it's something like you're getting your reps in. It's like exercising. You don't remember every rep that you did or every session that you had, but over time you're stronger, something like that. So you are getting good things out of reading, even though you're not remembering most of what you read. Okay, so what did I say I've learned from reading challenges? I said most things suck to me, and I forget a lot of what I read. The third thing is obsession, and being obsessed with numbers and getting through books is not healthy as a reader. And I found in the early days of my reading challenges in year 1 or 2, I was just ripping through books as fast as I could. And I do most of my reading on the Kindle, so I'm just checking the status, how much percent, got to get this book done, get to the next book. So it became an obsession with numbers. The last couple of years, I've been able to slow that down and not be so obsessed with getting the numbers. But yeah, it causes an obsession. I mean, a Goodreads reading challenge is gamifying it, right? And making a game out of it. And that challenge helps you read more. But there's a fine line between using that tool to help you read more and becoming obsessed with numbers. So anyway, reading challenges are good. It'll get you to read more. If you have never used Goodreads, it's a great site because It's got obviously almost every book that's ever been written, and you can do your reading challenge to track your progress. You can track all the books that you've read. You can do little reviews of them. I use my reviews more as notes to myself to remind me of why I liked a book or why I didn't like a book. So yeah, reading challenges, very interesting, and I do recommend you do them. I do recommend you read more, turn off the TV, read more, but be careful and take it all in context. Not every book is going to be a winner, but when you do find those gems, it can be worth it. All right, see you next time.